Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Christopher Aaron. It is August 26, 2020. This is the iGold Advisor channel. I want to encourage you to hit the big red subscribe button because we are going to be doing a silver price forecast in this video. This is a very exciting time for silver investors. What we're seeing, we've been following this closely over the last several weeks, and we want to look at how things are shaping up here over the near term and then projecting that into the future. Make sure to also hit the bell icon after you hit subscribe so that you'll be notified when these videos come out. They come out a couple times every month, and I do not want you to miss a video. So let's get right into it. We're looking at silver over the last 3 days in this chart here. And to the casual observer, they may be saying, well, yeah, this was a nice dollar move plus or minus today. But really, when we look at where we are here, 27.31 in the spot market, really it's only about 10 cents above this peak from yesterday, right? 2 days ago, 27.20. So what does this really mean? Is this significant? Maybe it's just going to give back these gains again and be more of this grind for another couple weeks. Well, I don't think so. I think this move that we saw here today was very significant in silver. And the reason for that, one must not just look at the absolute price, but one must study the trends in price. And one must do that not only over the long term, which is what we were looking at here, but over the short term. And we will do that in just a moment. Let's just review the long term briefly with the key here. The absolutely critical data point that we were studying several months ago, if you remember and go back into the archives of this channel, was right here. We were talking about the breakout above $18.60 as being a key moment for the silver market. We were basically waiting 4 years for this downtrend to break, and we were talking about once this happens, the move is going to be quite significant. And that's what we've seen here. Now, if we step back for a moment, guys, I'm not joking. This move that is now underway has the potential to change your life forever if you play this the right way. And we have proof for that. You will see some of what we've been doing in our service as far as investments go. But I encourage you to really spend some time thinking about this today. I am not joking. Fortunes are going to be made here over the next 18 months, plus or minus, perhaps extending up to the next 4 years is the window that I'm giving this right now that we've finally seen this breakout. So let's zoom into it. And really, guys, I think there's, when I say that fortunes will be made and lives will be changed during this move, look, there's enough room in these markets for us to all participate. There's no need for it to be only me or you or the other guy. We can all participate in this at the same time. I want you to set your life up so that a couple of years from now, the possibilities to you are beyond what you can presently fathom. And that is possible if we follow these markets closely enough. So zooming into the short run here, I know there's a lot of lines going on, but just pay attention to the big blue lines. Those are the primary trends that we're looking at from this breakout point. Remember, we're zoomed in right now. Now, the critical thing that's happening here, the bad news, premium subscribers, you will know that we were talking about this as being the setup for a pennant triangle. You can see the triangle shape forming here between the primary trends in blue. The bad news is that we didn't get another hit on the lower trend line for silver, which negates this being a pennant triangle. The good news is that with what's happening right now, this is actually even more bullish than a pennant triangle. This is not even a pennant consolidation. This is just going to be a one-off correction here followed by what's getting ready right now is a break of the primary downtrend from that recent peak at $29.50. You can see that right here. We basically have nominally broken the downtrend already. We have a best fit trend, which has already been broken. We have an absolute highs trend right here, which is in the process of being broken. And I'll tell you, based on my experience in studying this type of setup where we see this initial trend broken and the absolute highs are in the process of being taken out, typically what we will see is a slight backing off here. I'm talking, this could be intraday, this could be just over the next 1 or 2 days, and then we will see this absolute highs trend broken. We will back off at the 29.50 level, and then we will blast through that. This is what is coming for the silver market, of course, when we juxtapose everything that is happening for gold at the same time. Now, when I say that lives will be changed, I literally mean that by this move that is underway right now in the silver market. Let's just look at some evidence for that. Silver was higher by 4.5% today. That is very nice to see. Let's look at some of the gains that we had in our portfolio today. And I'm not going to give away all the picks. That is reserved for premium subscribers. But right here, this is no typo. These are single day gains. One day, we had one position up 30%, another position up 20%, another position up 20%, several single digit gains, and another 31% and another 31%. This is in one day. I want you guys, if you are physical precious metals only, there's nothing wrong with being a stacker. However, I believe that there is the chance to achieve outsized returns based on what we are seeing in silver, such as this, day after day after day, week after week after week. And look, if your eventual goal is to own as much silver as possible, what if you took $1,000? What if you took $10,000? I can't tell you exactly what to do. I am talking about hypotheticals, what I would do. And what if you had some gains like this? And what if you double your money over the course of the next several months, for example, and then you took those profits and you go back and you buy more physical silver? You will increase your stack. You will increase the amount of physical silver that you own by leaps and bounds, not just by the 4.5% gain that we saw today. There is real potential here. Think about it. Think about how you want to approach this. This is what is setting up over the short run. Let's put this back onto the long term. We are right here. We just saw 30 and 20% gains in one day based on that little short-term move in silver. What about with what is setting up here for silver over the next 4 to 6 months? It is going to be a continuation move higher. The next resistance for silver coming up here is in the $34 to $35 region. We're at 27 right now. If a $1 gain can get you those types of gains, what do you think is going to happen from a $5 to $7 gain here over the next several months in silver? So if you're interested in this, the time to do it is now. If you want to do it yourself, the time to do your own research is now. Because after that, after this gain, I think there's going to be a lot of people that chase this market higher into the mid-30s, and then boom, it's going to turn around. It's going to punish everyone. This is what silver does. And we can fill in the blank for the reason. What is the reason that I think it's going to be? It's because the dollar is going to have a counter-trend rally, and you're going to have a lot of weak hands who bought at the very end that all get flushed out of the market very quickly. And so we will be wanting to take profits off the table here in the mid-30s, not on 100% of our positions, but absolutely on some of them. We will take some profits, we will set that profit aside, and then we will get ready to buy back in here into the low in 2021, because then the next move that follows that retracement is going to be the start of the move where we eventually challenge the $50 mark and most likely go through it again. But let's take one step at a time. shall we not? If you would like to work with me one-on-one, know that I do voice consultations with individuals. The only issue is that right now we are on waitlist only. We have no more room for any new consultation clients. There is a sign-up form if you would like to work with me when we are off waitlist status. In order to learn more about the exact investments that we are making here, including all those 30% gainers today, the other option to work with me is through our subscription service, which is like what you're seeing right now. We give the general here on this channel, but we dial it in Precious Metals Intelligence to the exact buy and sell signals, the exact miners that we are buying, the exact options trades that we are doing. We're doing a little bit of everything right now to try to really capture this move, as well as the alerts for when we will be taking profits. And, silver can move a couple of dollars in one day. So just think about how leveraged some of these positions are going to be, both on the upside and on the downside. I really think it's going to be important to take those profits off the table when we get into that mid-30s range. So think about this, guys. I care about you. I want you to do the best that you can. We are all doing that in our own way. This is a very exciting time, but we don't want to let emotions get the best of us. We want to capture this, and we want to do it in a disciplined way as we go forward. I want to wish you the best. Stay healthy, stay strong, and I will see you within the next couple of weeks.